Welcome to this programming awake class. In today's class, we'll be talking about modular programming. In last class, we were talking about functions and different kinds of functions. So let's talk about modular programming today. So the first thing we need to know is what modular programming is. In modular programming, functions and other components are organized into modules. That is what it means. We organize other parts, or they organize the parts of our code into modules, or as you like them to call them, files. Each module focuses on one aspect of the application. You can import and use functions from other modules, promoting reuse and easier maintenance. So what is there is that by the time we go ahead, you see that we can definitely import, create functions, save them as files or modules, and import them to use them where we want to use them. So let's go ahead and create a module. Okay, let's do that. We can create a Python file. Let's say math operations .py. So let us create a file. It's a new file. So let's call it math operation .py. So we have saved this as math operations.py. We basically created a new file. So let us define a little math operation, right? Let us define a function. Remember, we use def to define a function, and we want to define that this function should add, okay? And we want to put variables a and b. We did something like this in the last class. Now we want to return, since it's addition, let us declare how the calculations will be. We want to declare that a, you see it's a variable, a will add, since it's addition, add b. Okay. Okay. So let's say this is what we want to do. So let us define another function. Let's define another function, subtract. Okay. And we still go ahead and declare variables like a, b within that function subtract. And in the return, let us perform this calculation. We want to say a subtract from b. So we've basically defined two short math operations function. So now now that we have defined this function, we have saved this, okay? Okay, so what we'll do is that if we were writing, say, we want to create another file, right? For instance, let's do this now. We create a new file. Okay, you know that this new file now, we call it untitled, right? So we want to now say import. We want to import that module. We want to import maths. Let me see, maths. Are you seeing our math operations? So if we're to import that module math operation, and we then go ahead to say, we want to now do the results, say the results will be equals our math operations. As we save it as a module, this is it, our math operation, then dot add. Okay, are you seeing the function a and b, right? So now about dot add, what we want to do is that we want to say a is 7, b is 10. Okay, if we print this result, if we print, say we print the result now, what we will get is an addition of 7 and 10. Okay, so let's run it and see. So Addition of 7 and 10 is 17, isn't it? You see, it is clear. So that is how we easily create, we created this as a module. And because it's a Python file, remember we say module is or a file. So it's a Python file and we must save it as .py. Okay, the .py is the Python extension. So whenever you create a new file, if you say import that module, you can see it with the presence of M when we wrote it, right? Import that module. So what happens is that we declare, that we can decide to use something else for this result. We can take, for instance, calc equals to this. And if we say print calc, you see that maybe we want to say calculate equals to our math operation, right? That function, you remember we defined the function and save it as a module. This is our module math operation. And because it's our module, we add the extension. If we can do this and still add, use our subtract, okay? If we run this, you see that it's still, loaded we still have our 17, okay? So if we create another, say we create another file, right? We create another file again and still say we want to import. The reason we use import is because it's a module. We need to import a module, right? And we want to import our math operation. So we should see that in our module that we created. Okay. So we want to import math operation. By importing math operation there, we can actually use our math operation for analysis. So we can say, okay, result like this will be equals to our module, right? Module math operation. This time is subtraction, right? Is it subtract we use? Okay, subtract. But we are going to be changing this A to maybe let's use 20 and B will be let's use 5. So if we go ahead and print our results, right? What we will get is a subtraction of 20 minus 5, which is 15. You see it, right? Exactly. So it's as easy as that. We can create modules, and when we go into a more advanced module creation and utilization, we are going to see how that works. Okay.